Welcome to your nightly adult entertainment here at the Guardian Talk Radio Live on YouTube. And tonight's episode is number 69. And I am your humble host and Hunter Main, Armalite. And tonight's lead topic is the discussion of the cheating that was experienced within the world's first and King's Fall raid. I hope everybody's doing lovely tonight. And if you could do me a quick favor and show that like and sub button some love for me by gently caressing it with your fingertips, I'd greatly appreciate it. So, on to the topic, shall we? So, alright. So, we'll kind of... Actually, before we get into the whole thing, let's have a little bit of a conversation, shall we? I think that we should have this conversation. I've been trying to think of other ways to do some content where, at least on my channel, to basically, I guess you could say, try to change it up a little bit. And because there's not always going to be something to discuss, anything, something new. I mean, I guess I could try to sit here and break down every aspect of the game of Destiny 2. However, I'm thinking that maybe I might start my own little journey or adventure where I actually look more into the whole lore stuff and to kind of, I guess, present my own personal experience through it. And luckily I found some good insights on that specific topic. Actually, before I get into that, let me unmute myself here in the Discord so everybody can hear me, which is nobody. Yes, this is so getting tens of views, bruh. Okay, so yes, I do have a Discord if this is your first time here. So let me give you the opportunity and the pleasure of checking this out. Okay. Boom, there it is. Didn't even have to do anything. Just turn it on. Hell yeah. I love it when a stream comes together. It's so nice. It's so nice. I love it. So, anywho, let me just check this. Make sure I got everything here. Yes. Okay. So, in case if this is like your first time here, we're actually doing where this is my Discord. This is where you can come into my Discord at any time. The link is in the description. Don't be shy. Come on in, say hi to everybody. I do have like a LFG setup, so we'll see how long that lasts, since Bungie is putting in an LFG system within Destiny. Probably not going to start off very fresh, but it is a step in the right direction, I would say. So, that being said, I do have an LFG right here for Fireteam PvP raids. So, come in, meet everybody, say hi, don't be shy. And you can actually be a part of the show. So, where you see most podcasts, radio shows, etc., they don't actually focus too much on call-ins from like just everyday players, unless if you pay them in some sort of way, either in some sort of like fee or a membership or something like that. It's like, please, come on. We want to hear what the people got to say. All right. So that's the reason why I started mine. Well, technically, my whole channel didn't start off like this, but that's a story for another day. So, but anyways, my show does feature call-ins. Every once in a while, I'll get somebody to come in, and hopefully, maybe you could be a part of this one day, and we could discuss whatever the topic at hand. My show is mainly focused on what is being like, I'll have a main topic to discuss, but then it can always revert to something else, especially within the game. It doesn't have to be specific to that one topic. It's more of a lead topic, just kind of get us started, and to get people, people's butts in seats. So, but like I was saying, I do have a call-in feature that basically you can either listen to the show here in the Discord if you don't have like YouTube Premium and you want to be able to have a chance to listen in, let's say while you're at work and YouTube is not burning up your battery while you're trying to listen into the show. Here's another option for you. But regardless, we can always set it up where you can speak. It's pretty easy. And the only thing that I have in line is a ranking system. So the idea behind that is where you actually come in, and the longer you're here, the higher the rank you get as you communicate with other people. And that's to get, so I guess it kind of helps builds up trust, instead of, you get eventually, once it starts building up momentum, it's going to get to the point where people are just wanting to jump in, cause some havoc, try to make a name for themselves, or just to be like, oh, I ruined the stream, try to keep those people out. So you can't just pop in and then get on the show right away. Now, if it's like, hey, you contact me and then you really want to have a discussion and you want to kind of have a one-on-one type situation, I think we can make that happen. We can make that happen for sure. So there's that. Okay, I'm going to minimize this for now because I'm not really going to need it at the moment. So here we go. Let me get this set up here. Hang on. Get my docs. For some reason, this whole thing with apply isn't going to give it to me. Close. I guess not. Let's see. There it is. Okay, so I can actually leave that portion because now I have chat. So I went ahead, and this is actually an article that is from Game Rant. It's actually by Kevin James Billings. And this was like published like 5 hours ago due of this stream. There's been some discussion about the whole King's Fall, that there's some cheaters being caught during a live stream of their attempt to be raised first. But I think I should put this out there first, okay? Cheating is a bad idea. It's no good. It makes nobody's experience any better but your own. It's selfish. It's pitiful, okay? Should never be allowed, especially whenever you have And I also extend that to if you're making content on YouTube or any other platforms that promote cheating within any game, doesn't matter what game, I think that it should be, completely deleted regardless. I don't care if you like, oh, this is just educational purposes. Fuck you. It ain't for that. You know what it's for. Stop trying to play dumb. Okay. So I figured let's get that kind of out of the way, right? Because the discussion that we're going to end up revolving into will make a little sense. Maybe if I could articulate it correctly. So anyways, so cheating is bad in Destiny or any game. Let's just put that out there just so that there's no fucking confusion later on down the road. So, and I'm actually going to swap over to this and let's get this up. There it is. Start now. Let's see if I can. There we go. So this is where we're going to kind of start our journey with this whole topic. And let's see. Actually, I'm going to do a poll right quick. So give me just a second. I'm going to do a poll within the chat. So if you're just joining and you want to take the poll, be sure to take my poll. Right. Hell yeah. There we go. And here comes your poll. So the question is being asked. If it'll pop up, there it is. Should players have to stream to earn world's first in any raid? So that's the poll. Be sure to take it. Take my poll for real quick. And also give me a like if you like. Or in a sub if you're new. Shit, stick around. Let's do this. All right, so first of all, we got Destiny 2 YouTubers call out cheating during world's first raid in King's Fall raid, or race in King's Fall raid. Let's see. Goes on. Most of 2022 has seen Bungie bring the hammer down on Destiny 2 cheaters, most of whom have been caught cheating inside of the game's PvP using aimbots and net limiting. The studio's efforts reach all the way to companies such as Aim Junkies, which is responsible for producing several cheats for the game, which Bungie has hit with lawsuits in an effort to shut them down. However, Bungie may have another major cheating issue on its hands after two notable YouTubers call out what appears to be a blatant cheating during the King's Fall world's first race. So, and of course, you're going to get If you stream and you're cheating, you're a fucking dumbass. I'm just gonna say that right here, right now. Not only are you cheating, but you giving the evidence. I mean, just come on, okay? It's just retarded. Why would you do that? Shouldn't be cheating in the begin with. Hey, you're going to stream it? God. Which, you know, to be honest, I don't think it really matters, because I'm pretty sure that majority of these people, they just do it because they want to get the attention. You know, they don't really care if they actually get worlds first. They're just doing it for attention, obviously. So Sweatcicle and Lucky 10p are two of the more recognizable names within the Destiny 2 content creator community, with the former being part of Clan Remedy, which has 4 worlds first in the clan's name. While both players' attempts came up short, they are not shy about calling out the aforementioned cheater after finding clips on social media showcasing the absurd damage the player does during the War Priest boss encounter. The clip does not show the accused player directly, as it was from another player's perspective who was streaming the world's first attempt, but it does show the accused player generating an extremely high number of orbs of light, and their final damage count being over 17 million points from roughly 30 golden gunshots. Jesus, I mean, you are just putting it out there. I mean, you're not even trying to hide it. What a dumbass. The perspective seen in the clips belong to Twitch streamer and Destiny 2 player Zyzy. I'm assuming. I am so sorry if I butchered that. Hang on. Let's see if I stand corrected or not.
UCKYY were. Zy's team ran the War Priest encounter twice with the player.
Zyzy, I guess that's how you say. Zyzy, who was attempting to world's first King's Fall, which like Sweatcicle and Lucky were. Zyzy's team ran the War Priest encounter twice with the player believed to be cheating, and afterwards Zyzy said on social media that they wanted to confirm the player was cheating. After killing the War Priest on their second attempt, Zyzy can be seen booting the player and is visibly upset, as the player would have effectively cost his team the world's first win if they had managed to complete it before Clan Elysium. Good on this person. Kick that sumbitch out. Don't leave him in there. Good on him or her. I don't know who that is, so excuse me if I'm getting it wrong. I don't know who that person is. However, good on them to making that a thing. So yes, if you know somebody and you're trying to do world's first, hell, it wouldn't have been just that, you know, to cost them the teams the world's first. It could have been like the dude could have lost his entire account. Like everybody within on that team could have been banned from Destiny. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. Some people are just they don't think. They're idiots. As mentioned in the video, Sweatcicle suggests the reason this was possible was because of network limiting, something which has been an ongoing problem inside of Destiny 2's PvP focused Crucible. The idea is a player is manipulating their connection to the game to cause a sort of controlled lagging to gain an advantage, which in this case allowed the player's hunter to spam golden gunshots. To this end, Sweatcicle suggests Bungie may need to change the way it monitors future world's first races because of this clip. His first suggestion is that for every raid race going forward, at least one member of the team attempting must be streaming so Bungie can verify the completion. The other suggestion is to try and halt network limiting. However, Sophistical points out this would likely be the harder to accomplish, as any changes Bungie makes would likely have new workarounds developed in response. True. And I believe that is the end of that article. So thank you, Kevin James Billings, for giving us the article and shedding a little light on this. So, which now the poll makes sense, right? I'm going to play devil's advocate. And of course, everybody loves a devil's advocate. So we're actually going to sit here and have this conversation. All right, that's all this is. I'm not going to claim that my idea is right. Don't listen, hell, it's not going to be like, I'm not going to attempt to try to pretend like I'm right. So, but let me play this out for you, okay? And I was putting a little bit of forethought into this prior. So the way I'm saying this is the idea of, in order for anybody to obtain world's first in any raid here, fourth is that one person within on the fire team has to be streaming to prove its legitimacy. So, and I apologize, that word kind of came to me a little slow. And forgive me, I am slow. But anyways, so we're going to be sitting here and talking, like we're trying to say that at least one person. Okay. So one person, which it sounds good on paper. Okay. It sounds like, okay, give some proof. All right. So the thing that I don't exactly agree with that, because what you are saying is that, let's say, and this is where the devil advocate is coming in. Let's just say me and the boys are just chilling and we decide, hey homies, let's go ahead and get world's first, even though we're probably going to get our asses kicked by some great big clan or some streamer or whatever, but let's try it. Let's just have some fun with it. And let's say, we'll use King's Fall for example. We ran King's Fall like a million times in D1. We know it like the back of our hand. All right, let's do it. Okay, so we get in, we doing our thing. None of us is streaming, by the way. So we just go ahead and just play the game and we just do the raid. Well, lo and behold, by the end of it, once you get that final shot and you destroy Oryx, and then all of a sudden you have just accomplished world's first, and you have won the race. So now the question is okay, Bungie is going to recognize you. They will say, hey, these 6 folks that just did world's first have won. Well, I'm not gonna say that the ill intent of saying that, of trying to muddy the waters, but I feel like that's what some of these people are trying to do. I feel like that they're trying to muddy the water just enough to make it sound like a good idea. However, you're going to sit here and try to say, so let's say as we win, we get world's first, but the legitimacy is not going to be within the community. It'd be, well, we don't know how do we know they didn't cheat? Nobody was streaming. How do we know it's legit? So even though we did it legit and nobody cheated, nobody did nothing. You know, these are a group of guys that we just played the game. I know every single one of them. You know, I can validate for them and everything. You know, these are guys that got kids. We just play the game, man. But you're going to try to muddy the waters by trying to attempt to say, oh, well, we don't know if you cheated or not. Like, are you kidding me? You know, so what? You want the title to be stripped from us because we won? Which we didn't. Like, I didn't even attempt the raid, so don't come in thinking that I got the title taken from me or something. That's not the thing. So I don't want you coming in at a wrong time thinking, oh, what did he give her? No. I'm just using this hypothetical. Okay, so it's all hypothetical. But the way I see it is, you're basically trying to say, oh, well, you shouldn't get the title because nobody on your fire team was streaming. I don't think that it should be a requirement that at least one member of my fire team has to be streaming in order to obtain world's first. I don't think that should be a thing. I think that the solution should fall upon Bungie by trying to fix the problem. I shouldn't have to be punished or something taken from me, even though that me and my boys rightfully obtained world's first, hypothetically. All right, this is not for real. I'm just using us as an example. I don't think that we should have that title taken from us. No, just because none of us was streaming. No, I don't think that should be fair. Because what if not everybody wanted to stream, or nobody has the capability? You know, nobody set it up a Twitch account to be able to, and they don't want to set all that shit up. We just want to play the game. We just want to raid. But just because we decided to go for world's first, and if we completed it, okay, well, now everybody in the community knows our names, but they think that we probably cheated because some YouTuber or content creator muddied the waters up by suggesting such thing. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, oh, well, you know, they're bad people because of this. No, I just feel like that it's being pushed towards that whole, oh, it's only streamers that are getting the first world's first, you know, which I'm sure it's a lot of fun. It's a fun race to try to attempt, but you know, it's whatever. But at the same time, I don't think if not somebody on your fire team was streaming, because everybody else is like, well, I don't know if you were cheating or not. I mean, haven't we seen that before? You know, Bungie catching other cheaters? Or is it mostly like most of the cheaters are caught because they're streaming it? I just don't think that should be such a broad brush to paint over. I don't think that should be something that is, you know, in order to attain world's first, somebody has to be streaming the game. That doesn't seem fair to me. And to be honest, I would actually like to hear other people's opinions. So if you're actually watching this in the past broadcast, you know, be sure to hit me up in the comments. You know, let me know what you think. Do you think that should be the case? I don't think that should be the case. I don't think that somebody needs to be streaming. Now, yeah, to be able, you know, Bungie should find a way to fix it. But, you know, we're actually leaning more towards, you know, you have to be streaming it, or there should be some sort of recording so that there should be proof. I mean, I understand that there are ways that you can do it without Bungie actually noticing it, I'm sure. But I don't think that should be the effect of everybody, you know, because not everybody is going to be capable of streaming, you know. And I know it's not everybody that they're asking for. They're just asking for one person to set up some way to stream it. And I think, I don't know, it sounds more like to me is, you know, I don't know why this is being brought up now all of a sudden. I don't know, maybe this might have been in a conversation way back, you know, when Bungie started doing the whole world's first thing, you know, started you know, recognizing those players that actually made it to world's first. So I don't know, just kind of my thoughts, my thinking on it, you know. Figured throw all that out there, see what other people may think about it when it comes to, you know, cheating within Destiny, which we all know that cheating is a real problem, especially in PvP. Well, it's not, okay, I'll take that back. It's not as big of a problem like it used to be. So I know that they've been making a lot of adjustments and stuff. Let's see, how long is that video? Let's see. Yeah, I think that is outrageous. 17 million. If you guys actually want to watch it, go, you know, you can go to both of the either the what was it, Swestigal and Lucky. I'm not big, I don't know these guys as well, so I think Swestigal, like, I just started seeing his content popping up on my feed, so like he's fairly new to me. And Lucky, I've seen him around, you know, on Twitter and on here on YouTube. But let's see.
So there seems to...
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna put the playback speed probably like 175. Okay, let me swap over to this so I can pop it up so you guys can see.
To be a little bit of a dilemma with the world's first race nowadays, I realized. I didn't know this was an issue until I saw a clip on Twitter about 5 minutes ago, before I started stream. Let me preface by saying, I'm not talking about the world's first team. Elysium is legit. They're cool people. They didn't do anything wrong. Those guys are insane at the game, and I'm an old boomer at this point. 2, this has nothing to do with me not winning. I've won a world's first race before. If I never win one again, that's fine with me. This brings us into the big dilemma that is going to be very hard to overcome. And here's the thing. There's 2 things that need to happen. Either one person per fire team needs to stream their attempt if they want to be able to claim world's first. Or 2, Bungie has to fix net limiting. So if you don't know...
I think Bungie just needs to fix net limiting, to be honest. I don't think that everybody should be required to stream just because, you know, just so that everybody knows that you are legit, you know. That's like, okay, if I decided I wanted to become, let's say if I wanted to go ahead and become like the world's greatest PvP player, right? And I just want to like rock everybody. I want to take everybody out. I'm going to start training. I'm going to start doing my thing. I'm going to get into the grind, and I'm going to become the #1 PvP player in Destiny, right? In all the world. I'm going to kick everybody's ass, right? And trials and comp and all that good stuff, right? Even Gambit. So let's say I decide to do that. Do I need to be, do I have to stream in order to obtain that title? Do I? Maybe? Yes? No? I don't think I should. I think if I want to take that on my own volition, I should just do it on my own. I don't have to prove shit. Now, if Bungie catches, like if they catch, you know, some sort of cheating, of course, I deserve whatever comes to me. And that should be the end of it. But if I'm doing legitly and I'm doing it all the way through and I decide to become the #1 PvP player in the world, I shouldn't have to be streaming to prove my validity. I don't think so. Now, I know that that's kind of a hard comparison from, you know, world's first raid, but at the same time, you know, kudos to that streamer for at least booting out the cheater. So kudos to that person, and that should be encouraged all the way around. And possibly, you know, maybe kind of get to know, like, if you're getting into that sort of thing, if you're wanting to get into world's first, be sure who it is that you are playing with. You know, you don't want somebody to try to pull a fast one on you. You know, usually you could see the signs, you know, long before that even comes around. You know, now sometimes, yeah, you're going to get, like, you know, you're going to get some people here and there that are like, no, they're chill, but then all of a sudden they cheated out of nowhere. You know, we don't know where it came from. Sure, you're going to have those outliers. You're going to have that every once in a while. However, I still don't think that, you know, at least one person should have to be cheating. Bungie should be trying to fix their net limiting. And hopefully they find a way to be able to do that.
Oh, what net limiting is, it's basically cheating. It's in the terms of service for Bungie or whatever, or Destiny 2, where you can't use network manipulation to your benefit. And the clip I'm about to show you guys, you're gonna sit there and go, what the fuck did I just watch? I don't know who this is, for the record. For the sake of conversation, it was the guy on his team. I'm not playing guilt by association necessarily, but I'm just saying, if somebody on my team did this, I'd be out.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Bro. 17 million damage. I sat mid War Priest for a total of about probably about 2 hours between both runs. Never did I see anybody on my team hit 17 million damage. And if you look, I mean, you don't even have to look very closely. I think this is so obvious that Helen Keller could see it. I'm gonna be honest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. My man hit about, what was that? Like a little over 30 gold gun shots in one super. I don't know if that's just the new Lightfall exotic using network manipulation to get an advantage in the world's first race because you have small PP. And that's not the only.
Because the guy's a small PP. Amen to that. Yeah, he's a fucking retard. Yeah, you're a fucking loser if you decide that you want to cheat. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care if you're just some nobody that just wants to ruin people's day, or some big time streamer. I don't give a fuck who you are. So agreed there.
The only one. So it wasn't, you might just think, oh, it was a one-time coincidence, dude. His Comcast was being Comcast and his internet was just going out. Infinite orbs for everybody else. 10 trillion damage.
Yeah, bullshit. That don't happen. Okay, like, no, that's a little one-time thing. Bull fucking shit. You never see it. Maybe like a little extra, like here and there, like if that was the case, but not where it's that fucking many where you're doing like 17 million damage. Fuck no.
7, 5, 4, 3.
Yeah, man.
10, 5, 4, 3. Bro. Come on, man.
Good job, guys.
That's not.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Well,
I reported
Alright.
twice.
the
This is such fucking bullshit, man.
For fuck's sake.
So here's the problem. Bungie either needs to require one person on the team to stream so you can catch stuff like this, or they need to fix net limiting. And I feel like fixing net limiting would be the harder of those two options. Because imagine if this team was not streaming it and they got first. How are you going to tell? How are you going to tell if they cheated or not? You literally have no way to tell. Net limiting has been a thing for years in Destiny. I've never used it. I know people used it in Scourge of past speedruns. They use it for World First races now. That's part of the reason I quit speedruns, by the way, is because people, they have so big of egos that they'll do basically anything to win. The fact that this can even be done in a World's First attempt is just embarrassing. Like I said, the only person that 100% deserves blame is that gold gun guy, but if I was anybody else on the team, I would leave. I would leave if I saw that. Let me make this very clear for the video. This is not me trying to shit on this streamer in particular. This is a problem as a whole. The fact that this happened in a clip means it's going to happen again. Other people are going to try and get away with it offline in the next World First race. The dude who...
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely going to happen. It really is. But I mean, you could try to be able to cover all your corners, but you're not going to be able to do that with everything. And I don't think requiring somebody to have to prove by like streaming or video recording the entire raid, you know, I don't think I think that's a little much to ask, to be honest, in my humble opinion. You know, not everybody has the capabilities to be able to be sitting there streaming. You know, you're going to like flood the entire Twitch platform with thousands of people there's just because of one person is required to stream, you know, like on day one raid. You know, I don't think that should be a requirement. Sorry, but no, I don't think so. Now Bungie should fix their net limiting, and of course they could do that, and then they're going to find ways around it. Sure, I mean, I agree. However, I think that we could try to find some other way other than forcing at least one person is required to stream. Because, okay, what if here's a thought for you. Didn't even think about this until just now. Okay, and excuse the hole in my shirt. You know, just point that out right quick. So, anyways, you do that. What's there to say somebody watches your stream and you're about to get to world's first and then they DDoS your ass or something? They'd be able to pull your, I don't know if that's even possible. If you can actually pull someone's IP through a stream, I don't know. But what if that is possible, or they find a way to be able to do that? Oh, well, everybody, like anybody that's attempting world's first is going to be able to do that. I think that's kind of that. I see that's one of the problems, you know, like you're about to win and then something happens to your shit because somebody is live watching your shit. Now, I don't know if that's even a thing because I know a lot of people that they stream, but apparently, like, you know, Elysium, I don't think anybody was actually streaming the entire thing. So, but I think that's kind of maybe the reason why the waters are being muddied up a little bit. And why is it just now all of a sudden a problem? I don't know if this has actually been a problem for a while. Well, I mean, it sounds like it, but now it's a problem today. I wonder why.
Who is doing the gold gun net limiting should 100% be banned. 100% in my opinion.
Yes, I agree. He should be 100% banned.
The other people, I don't necessarily think they need to be banned, but that should be a warning shot in the air to say, hey, you probably shouldn't play with dipshits next time. No, I don't think you should ban them all. I really don't. Unless there's solid proof that they told him to net limit or they were in on it, then I don't think they should all be banned. The dude who's net limiting should 100% be banned. Just to be clear, don't send hate to the streamer. I don't know what his involvement was with it, because I know how it is to be not directly involved with something and still receive hate. That shit's not fun. Okay, well, I guess to conclude the video, I hope Bungie does something.
Okay, so that's basically, yeah, Bungie, hopefully they do something about it and all that good stuff. Sure. So that's kind of the gist of it. If you haven't seen that part yet, I'm sure a lot of you have already seen it. Okay, so anyways, that's kind of my thoughts when it comes to cheating within this whole atmosphere. It's shit. Nobody likes it. And honestly, I mean, you can only do so much to be able to prevent it. So I think it is what it is. But I think that, you know, trying to pressure at least one person, at least one person has to stream. I don't think that's going to go over well, to be honest. I really don't. I really, really don't. Okay, I'm just gonna close out the Discord. Usually I'll just go ahead and close out the Discord if there's like nobody in there. Okay, I'm actually gonna just minimize that for now. But anyways. So yeah, definitely don't think that everybody should be doing it, or at least one person, because you're just I just don't see that working out too well. Plus, I mean, you know, trying to tell everybody, be like, oh, well, you're required that you have to stream. I honestly don't think that would go over very well, to be honest. And that's just really just my opinion. See. Actually, let me do something real quick. Might be able to find some other stuff. I at least want this stream to try to make it to an hour. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't sure if I was actually gonna make it tonight. Like, I didn't know what to really talk about, and then I saw this and I was like, I got a little bit of an opinion on it. But, you know, to be honest, it really doesn't matter. Let's see. Forms. I guess that just means that the whole and that's another thing. I mean, I completely agree that with the whole, like, Bungie having the raid, day one raid being on a Friday, it makes it an easier load on everybody when there's more people available versus trying to get as many people to come in on a Saturday, you know. So, but I can already see the dispute of, oh, if you have to, the raid is going to be on a Friday, and then also you're going to have the raid on Friday, and one of your team members has to be streaming the game. And what it, like, you know, you could be streaming, and what if, like, you make it to the very end, and, like, at the very end it cuts off, like your stream just shuts down. Shit like that happens all the time, and people who stream know this, man. They know this. Like, you could be streaming and everything look good, and all of a sudden everything goes down the fucking drain. I mean, I'm just saying, it just doesn't seem like that would be a good way to go. Doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of discussion about it, but anyways, regardless, if you're, you know, if you have any strong opinions about it, you know, feel free to let me know in the comments section. You know, and I'll interact with you that way even after stream. You know, if at some point you actually want to hop on and be like, hey, I don't agree with what you're saying here, I think that, you know, I want to have an opportunity to actually have a discussion with you. It's like, okay, cool, you know, and we can schedule something, and we can actually sit here and actually hold a conversation together. But regardless, and that could be really for anything that we be discussing here, or, you know, about cheaters and day one raids. How should that be fixed, or how can we avoid it? I mean, I think that the burden, to be honest, I think that the burden should fall on Bungie, but at the same time, at least on Bungie first, but at the same time, if you're going for a day one raid and you're going for the race and you want to get first, be sure you know who you playing with. I mean, I think that should be the biggest encouragement. I mean, you can only do that for so much, and how many people are actually going to fucking listen? You don't know. So anyways, oh, Well, we are actually over 50 minutes, so I think this video is long enough. Let's see. Just keep that up for now. Go ahead and close that. And let's take a look. Not too bad. We've had some people come and go. I know not a whole lot of interesting topic, you know, because I'm pretty sure it's already been kind of overdone. But hey, you know, content, trying to get a vault going on over here. We on episode 69, so hell yeah. But we'll and then tomorrow will be actually episode 70. Holy shit. 70 episodes already. I mean it's a long time coming at the same time, but still, like 70, Jesus. It starts to kind of blur together at some point. But anyways, I do have some ideas when it comes to how I might start doing like another segment, you know, I don't know, maybe every few days or something like that. I really want to have a journey into the lore, and I think I want to experience that with an audience, you know, at least to those who are willing to watch. You know, I want to dive into the lore. I really want to understand Destiny in a whole nother way, not just by playing it, because I find enjoyment, you know, when I play Destiny, and especially when I play with friends of mine. You know, it really does break up the grind, the monotony behind the grind, whenever you have others that you can play with, you know, doing raids, doing this, doing that, you know, just screwing around, doing whatever. But I also want to experience it with the story itself, so, and really become a Destiny fanboy, which I find interesting of why that's such a bad thing nowadays. That's kind of interesting to me. Why if you're being called a fanboy, that's bad? It makes no fucking sense. So the results on the poll: should players have to stream to earn world's first in any raid, pretty much going forward? And I got 0 votes, so there you go. And we're going to go ahead and end the poll. Now, if you want to continue that, be sure to go into the comment section and feel free to put your opinions there, regardless if you agree with me or not. It doesn't matter. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and shut her down, even though I got like 5 minutes. Think I can milk 5 minutes to get it to an hour? Maybe I could. What could I talk about? Because I really want it. I like this long form thing. I'm really trying to get better at talking to myself. That's fun. Let's see. Oh, I guess I didn't really. Well, I'm thinking about just doing the segments when it comes to the lore stuff. So I'm trying to think of how to do that. Like, I might do a whole nother scene, and you know, I'm gonna be honest, I suck at reading. Obviously, I like, my high school diploma has failed me, to be honest. But regardless, I have ways to be able to break that to where it's not so much of a strain on your ears, having to hear me stumble through shit. But I actually did a little research before the stream, trying to find ways that I could make that happen. So I'm thinking about setting it up. I'll have a whole new thumbnail to go with. So that's going to be a thing. And so I'll have a new thumbnail, a new a new playlist. So if that kind of content is something that you're looking for and you want to actually go through that experience with me, and I'm telling you, I'm going through everything like all the lore cards, all of it. Like I want to know everything. So, and I guess there's ways that you can go through it. Now, of course, I know that my name is Bife and all that good stuff. You know, him and other content creators, they do amazing jobs of what they do. However, I think being this early into my YouTube career, I guess you could say, I want to have my own experience. I actually want to experience it myself. So, and I want to share that experience along with you if you are willing to watch. So, just a thought. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. This was a great stream. And be sure to hit that like button. Give me a sub. You know, be here for the next one if you missed out on it. And or if you like, you can just rewind and watch it over after it ends. And you know, watch it through. Leave a comment. Do all this. Do all the YouTube stuff. You already know how to do all that. So anyways, I'm going to get out of here. And until I see you Guardians again, y'all keep it classy.